Welcome, everybody, to Generation Dan, the only podcast where it's Thanksgiving for you, but for me, it's just October 12th. I'm Atlas, I'm your millennial. Who else is here with me?
I am Dino the Genetic Marvel, and I am here on this holiest of holy Thanksgivings that the whole world, except for one stubborn country, denies to join in on the fun. I feel it's sad for them. It's sad.
I like how the U.S. is like stubbornly, like we're out of 32 out of 33, countries on a roughly, the same socioeconomic plane. We refuse to get universal health care.
Yes.
We refuse to have a social safety net. Also, Thanksgiving is a different month. Like that feels like such a off the end thing.
It's still included. It's a weird thing where like the funny thing is you guys still have Columbus Day on Monday, and also Columbus Day is ridiculous because it doesn't make any sense.
It's now Indigenous Peoples Day, at least in California.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's helpful.
Yeah. Well, it's better.
Columbus founded the Caribbean. He didn't find America's Vespucci was the one who found America. Mm-hmm. Jesus, like in all honesty, the amount of hogswoggle everyone's been forced to just swallow. That's right, hogswoggle. Just en masse, where you're like, oh, none of that is accurate. Oh, so we've been selling this for 50 years because some jackass said so. You're like, cool. All right. Sounds good.
And for people being like, but where's Reagan J? He's in the thumbnail. He's not here at the moment because I sent him the link too late. I don't even know if he's coming. Now, we did have a Google invite and he knows he's supposed to be here, but it's also partially my fault and I'm sorry for that. So
also, too, it is a Thanksgiving long weekend for him, too. So who knows where he is? He might be he might be out in the wild hunting turkeys right now. Who knows?
Sure. Now, do you guys do your Thanksgiving on the weekend, or do you do it like us?
Yeah, it's on the weekend.
A Thursday.
Yeah, no, because that's ridiculous. That is the dumbest situation. Like, listen, I understand having a Thursday holiday, such as having Christmas and then Boxing Day. So it's Thursday, then Friday, and then you get a 4-day weekend. That's awesome. However, having it regularly scheduled on a Thursday just sounds like you're a problem. Like
now, okay.
Because our Thanksgiving is tomorrow. It's Monday is Thanksgiving Day.
Monday is Thanksgiving.
So you get a long weekend.
Regardless, right?
That's right. That's right.
I believe we have just invented a tradition here on Generation Dan because we just did this exact same premise last year, which is fine. I like it.
It's an anniversary thing.
Yes, because we do the Canadian Thanksgiving and then we do American Thanksgiving when the time comes.
That's why not?
Maybe I should start, maybe in November I'll do this. I'll procure some kind of story I can read and then we can fuck around with
the tale of Thanksgiving.
Not that, just like some, tangentially relate. Hello, has anybody commented? No, John Luna, they have not. You're the
John, you're first. Hey man, welcome.
No Victoria, no Jim Eaton. I'm surprised.
I mean, everybody is like, the hell with Thanksgiving. We're going to see. Yeah,
we did miss a week, so maybe people are like, "Oh, I guess we just shouldn't." But no, sometimes you miss a week. We're still going. Racist. We still exist. Hi, Saeed Hassan. The U.S. will invade Canada tomorrow. There you go.
Listen, I'm just saying. If you give us guns, we'll give you health care. I think it's a fair trade. It's a fair trade.
I think that's a fair trade. Ships also would be good.
You should understand that our healthcare also come with I think it's called the MAIDS program, which is medically assisted dying. So
I agree with that. My mom is a patient advocate, so she works with a lot of people of that age, right? Yeah. And she is a very big proponent of die when you want to die. And that's one of those things where you move away from your parents. I think she's right about that one. Being able to just be like, I'm done, lights out.
That's fine. Yeah, the Cross family. Hello, I am a kid. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be here.
I have a 7-year-old daughter. Do you have any kids? I mean, they're not my kid. No, I don't have any kids. I have a sweatshop in my house, though.
Yeah, I did the spell from Weapons, and now they're standing around in my basement.
Mm-hmm. Just hanging out.
Hanging out. Yeah.
So, noob, bye bye.
Bye. Like, yeah, get
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
Go on, get.
I don't want you here anyway, you little shit. Syed, how are you? We're doing okay. I'm enjoying
So
Thanksgiving. Atlas is criticizing me enjoying
it's October
Thanksgiving.
12th here.
Yeah,
Okay. I like the idea of Thanksgiving being on a Monday and just being
yeah,
like, Monday's a shit day anyway.
yeah.
Having it be anything else would be awesome.
Hmm,
And then
that's fair.
with Thursday being our Thanksgiving, the way it works in the US for our Canadian listeners or and abroad is that it's the last Thursday of the month of November. There's no like number associated with it. It's
Yeah,
not like Christmas where it's always the 25th or always the 31st.
that
Um
sounds horrible. That
yeah,
sounds
because
horrible.
there are some years where you have 4 weeks of November and then there's like a weird vestigial fifth week and it's on that. Um one, two,
Yeah.
three, four. So kind of what's going on now where no, yeah,
Listen,
no, it's
and
the
that's
it's the fourth one
whereas
this month. Yeah.
ours, we have Canadian Thanksgiving is the second Monday of October. It gives you time to celebrate Thanksgiving, and then you have 2 weeks to prepare for the holiest of holy Halloween. Okay.
Now, in regards to Thanksgiving culture, is it like more family oriented?
Yeah.
Like it's supposed okay, so it's the same
Let's-
idea.
Okay.
Just
I'll
okay.
explain. I'll explain the
All
whole
right.
thing. Is that the whole principle behind Thanksgiving is giving thanks for the harvest, right? So at the
Okay.
same time, right now, there are also like harvest festivals and fall like autumn festivals for
Right.
cultures around the world. This is an actual thing where it's like, yeah, now's harvest is done. And also like we have a lot of fall fairs that are awesome. I saw my first horse pull at a fall fair, and I'm telling you, like, it was the coolest thing to watch two gigantic horses pull like 12,000 pounds. I was losing my mind. It
Awesome.
was just super cool. And also, like,
There's
the
there's
cool thing,
something deep in the human DNA of just seeing a giant animal pull a giant thing. That's awesome to watch.
yeah. So, because they had tractor pulls one day, you're like, whatever. But then
Yeah.
they had horse pulls, and I'll tell you this much: is the horse pull is weird. I'm so upset with Canada having a Jewish holiday. I'm so also the cross
Seriously?
family. So I am a kid, noob, bye bye, then fuck you. Hey, thanks. You're welcome.
Uh,
That's fine. Here,
Bye.
here, yeah. Don't stay here. Nobody likes you. So this is like the cool thing was that it wasn't just that there was a horse pull, but I also saw like so horse pull horses are trained to start running when they hear the click. And that's a hook latching on. So you just drop it and jump away. Okay. The
Okay.
problem was that there was a click and it missed. So the
Oh.
horse just boom. And now they're banking on pulling thousands of pounds of weight in the dirt. And suddenly there's nothing. So these things like a rocket ship, okay? And as this cowboy bastard holds on to the thing and he's fucking riding it down the aisle. It was wild.
Wow. Impressive.
Like the only equivalent I could think of is like NASCAR and there is an accident. You're like, oh Jesus, like
Yeah. And
everyone's
like
there. Yeah, fast cars, but I also want to see some, blood splatter. That's
a
fine.
little bit. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
there's a little bit of like Schadenfreude that comes with
absolutely.
NASCAR. Yeah.
I listen, it is very this is what people don't understand is the prize is I get to drive a car ridiculously fast. The punishment is if I screw up, 8 cars get destroyed and possibly somebody dies. That's terrifying, right? Like it's a risk reward thing, and yeah, I want to watch it. You're like, hey, you drove really fast. That's awesome. Also, did you see those 8 car pileup? Like that shit was wild, right? It's
Is the horse thing your guys' version of because I know y'all don't really do, there's no American football, like you guys don't do that, right? Or gridiron football, right? That's
well,
the
we have Canadian football.
okay, but do you do the like on Thanksgiving there's a big game? Is that a like
That's a good question. You may not realize this from how I look, Atlas, but I am not one who's up to date on the sports playing.
Neither am I,
Yeah.
but there's always the like, okay, somebody's making the dinner or like people are working on the dinner. And then in the living room, there's the TV and people are watching the football game. People come in and out. There's the thing where like you and your roguish cousin and like your sibling or other, a bunch of cousins walk to the neighborhood and get high just to get away from the family. I'm not really sure what it was like for you growing up, but
we didn't celebrate anything, so there is a Thanksgiving Day Classic. It's the CFL, the Canadian Football League, does have 2 nationally televised games on the holiday Monday.
Okay, yeah. So same idea, right? I'm not sure if it's like like people say that baseball is the American pastime. I think it's been usurped by football. Like,
I'm not really sure. I'm arguing with my mega family. Good luck.
I know what he means by that. Yeah.
You mean your cool family members? That's a hard one.
I'm lucky that like most of my family is center left for the most part. These are like, fucking NPR listening people. The furthest right of my family members are dead. So this is what happens when you have boomers for parents. They're
probably thankful. They're like, I don't want to be
people are dead. So yeah. And like even my grandparents weren't really right leaning at all. Like
you're saying that people in California were already hippies? Who knew, Atlas?
Here's the thing. My family, my immediate family being in California, we're the anomaly. All of my extended family is on the East Coast. My dad's from Florida, which sounds bad, but it's not. And my mom's side of the family is kind of scattered to the winds because my mom is an army brat. So like her older brother, who was like the right-leaning guy, he's dead. He was in Hawaii. Weird. Yeah. And then her other 2 sisters, or 3 sisters, I guess, were up in NorCal, and that was later. Yeah. But all of my dad's family is like New York, Florida, and St. Louis. That's where they all are.
St. Louis. That's Florida, New York, and St. Louis. You're like, that's not the fun part of the family. Those ones are the Hobbit ones.
They're fine. Like, I like my dad's side of the family. They're kind of milquetoast, but they're nice people.
Like, I mean, you know what? The Midwest is that. Yes, I'm telling them they are not far right enough.
Jim, what's up with you today? You're on one. Like,
Jim, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Listen, there's nothing. Well, he's angered. He already said, I'm upset that Canada's Thanksgiving comes on the last day of Sukkot, the day we dance. How can we dance being turkey coma? Yeah, I mean, listen, a turkey coma will get you. It will get you every time. That is just scientific fact. Okay.
Do you guys have the same sort of cliches? Like, do you remember that episode of The Office where anytime it rains, Phyllis says the same 12 things and they're like keeping track of it?
I mean, I've never
so good for the plants, like that stuff. For like, no one knows how to drive in the rain. Are there those for Thanksgiving for you guys? Because there are for it's the tryptophan, that shit. Right?
Yeah. Those are this is the thing, is it's the exact same holiday, just better organized and earlier in the year. That's it. Mm-hmm. Like it's because you're like, yeah, I get a long weekend. I'm off. Realistically, who still works Fridays? That's ridiculous, right? Anyone
hard on Fridays, yeah.
Well, I've heard of people who are like, oh, why don't we set a meeting for Friday at 4? And everyone's like,
fuck
no.
You. Yeah, fuck you.
I have Friday watched meeting. Actively, so people who are afraid of their supervisor. There we go. Reagan's here.
Uh-oh.
Huge. No, he's huge. Like, son of a bitch. No, hey, you know what?
Sorry, Reagan.
Sorry for not sending you earlier, and apologize. There was no reminders, but hey, you're wearing clothing, and look, you got a fresh new cut and everything. Jesus,
nice, looking good.
What's going on, everyone?
Not much.
Good to see you all again. Happy Thanksgiving, the real Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna lose because I don't have another person here with me, which is fine. But I'm okay with that.
Jim says we're in trouble now.
Not even in here for 20 seconds and shots are fired
immediately. So we've been talking about this, how like Atlas asked, like, is there any special like events on Thanksgiving, and I was like, I don't know. So I just Googled it, and apparently their CFL has a Thanksgiving Classic on Monday. So I was like, oh, that's fucking wild, right?
I'm trying to poke at not like just okay, this is when Thanksgiving occurs. I'm trying to poke at the stuff that tends to happen on Thanksgiving, but isn't necessarily part of the dinner itself, right?
You know what we don't have in Canada is the day after Thanksgiving riots. We don't have those. That's not.
I call it, honestly, when I worked retail for years, my favorite thing was I loved watching the Black Friday videos.
Yeah,
like
so
some lady just
I feel like
frigging punching some other lady in the face for 25-cent towels. People
There's-
getting murdered for a microwave. It's amazing.
there's like, okay, so the whole Black Friday thing has really fizzled out because mainly because of Amazon. Well, it sucks, but also because of Amazon, where people are like, okay, I'm just gonna do Cyber Monday. Like I can just do this from home. But also I don't think people didn't like doing that. It was because they felt the only way they could do Christmas shopping. Now, Atlas mentions a musical, fucking count it on your bingo cards, but there is a musical called Black Friday that is about that. It's people doing Black Friday shopping, and there's like a twist where everyone's going after this like Tickle Me Elmo looking doll, but it looks like Cthulhu, the like otherworldly H.P. Lovecraft being, and it turns out it is an otherworldly being that is trying to destroy humanity. It's insane. They have it on YouTube. It's great.
There has been a new thing where okay, Atlas, you've heard of a turducken?
Yeah.
Is it okay? So the turducken is a chicken, duck, and a turkey all layered into each other. It is the complete.
That sounds much better than I shoved one up the ass of the other. Like
you don't shove it up its ass. That doesn't work well. Well, you have to open them, lay them, and then close them back up. That's how you get good layering. It gives you opportunity to put stuffing all sorts of places. But there's a few people.
There's a Black Friday horror movie too. Yeah.
Well, there's a few people who have started to do like a turducken, but they use an octopus on the inside, so it does look like Cthulhu because it's got all the tentacles coming out the bottom.
Okay, wait. Where in the process is the octopus? Is it the middle one?
I believe it is not. I believe it is the smallest of the Russian dolls.
It's a turducken-topus. Is that's
correct? Yeah,
I see.
Turducken-topus.
I like it.
Have you guys ever had deep fried turkey?
Yes. Okay, I've only had it once. It is
last year. It's fantastic.
Okay, it is a terrifying process.
Yes.
When you realize how bad things can go wrong.
You always do it outside. That's what I did that in Alberta. Alberta is like the only place I ever had deep fried turkey.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I come out here. I live out here in Ontario in the east now, and I'm like, you guys never do deep fried turkey? It's the best thing ever. They're like, do it for me, and I'm like, no, man, I don't want to. It's like it's like a crack den. You're like, oh, one thing will blow the whole fucking thing up.
It is very dangerous to do. Hey, what's up, Stick War Animator? How are you? Is there a Black Friday? Yeah, there's definitely a Black Friday horror movie. So the thing is, if you deep fry a turkey, like a million different things can go wrong, all of them tiny, and all of them will burn your house down. Like it's that simple.
Yeah.
Like
when my father-in-law did it last year, it was outside, as you should.
Yeah.
And like it was kind of cool because you just drop it. From not like from a distance or anything, but just like it looked like a medieval torture device, and was really
definitely
good. Yeah. Because like if you're gonna overstuff yourself anyway, whatever. One more on the pile of clogging your arteries, it's fine.
Deep fried turkey takes 45 minutes, which is very efficient. Yeah. It is still super moist. The skin is super crispy. Like it is a great, like that's the one I feel like after deep fried turkey. No, but after you've created deep fried turkey, everything else you're like, that's when we jump the shark. You know what I mean? Like deep frying things peaked at deep fried turkey. And then after that, people are like, we have deep fried cola. You're like, that's a drink, stupid. Don't do that. You know, we have deep fried butter. That's just butter.
The rest is cromulent after you had deep fried turkey.
Cromulent. I've never heard that word before.
Bro, listen.
The last show I started Fiddle DD. I might as well.
I mean, that's
I forgot about Phil DD. I haven't.
When we take over Canada, Thanksgiving will be the third Thursday, like our Lord and Savior guy, Donald J. Trump.
Jim,
but still of October, okay, Jim? That's how it's going to be.
I was going to say, you say that as if, like, we're going to be able to do it. Like, it's Canada.
I kind of want Canada to take over the States. It just as a quick turn of events is like, no one expected it. Canada off the ropes, bam, pins the U.S. Like just a random kind of
quickly
slam.
We just bum rush the White House from Ontario, like quick, like Risk. We play Risk.
Yeah.
1812 War of 1812.
Everyone focuses. We make a pincer move just right to the White House doors, and we're like, that's it. We're in charge. That was the extreme SummerSlam reversal of Canada out of nowhere takes over the United States, and all of the United States starts to start.
I for one welcome our new Tim Hortons overlords.
I mean,
kilometers. They're like, oh.
Yeah.
I
showed you that map, Dino, the one where it's like California, Oregon, Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, and then like the Pacific or the Northeast just become part of Canada. Seems nice.
Listen, as long as we get guns, we'll give you healthcare. It's fair. I feel like it's a fair trade. You know,
cromulent is an adjective meaning acceptable or satisfactory. I've never heard that word before. That's cool.
It's actually funny. The funny thing about that is the show The Simpsons actually coined the term, that word. If you look it up, it is actually added to the dictionary because of The Simpsons.
You know what? I'm still trying to get fingos from the Urban Dictionary into the Real Dictionary, which is people who have extra long fingers, like extra long toes on their feet. And I'm like, yeah, you don't have toes, you have fingos. Like it's creepy, and you should only wear closed toe shoes. Like it's gross. It's absolutely disgusting.
The word was introduced in Lisa the Iconoclast, an episode of The Simpsons, which aired on February 18th, 1996. Coinage of the word has been attributed to the television writer David X. Cohen, who is the co-creator of Futurama, by Bill Oakley, one of the series producers, in a commentary to the DVD release of the series. So this isn't even like, the show itself. It's in the DVD commentary.
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
Listen, that is how we do things up here. Okay, we research.
We're showing my nephews all the Treehouse of Horrors.
Oh,
nice.
You know what?
Right now,
as much as there have been some, there's been a bit of a drop off on Simpsons, like their regular schedule thing. Treehouse of Horrors, always good, always good, always a winner.
We're on number 7, I think, last time I checked. But
those are the good ones early on, because they are
seasons
fucking
3
weird.
through 9, the golden age. What's it called? Oh, question about your guys' Thanksgiving. Does the existence of a holiday in the middle of October, does that ruin the Halloween season, or do they both kind of exist on the same axis for a while?
You'll see, like, people will put up a friendly witch and then turn it into an angry witch after Thanksgiving. That's all. They just change the face.
This is Goody Proctor from the Crucible, and this is Goody Proctor at the end of the Crucible.
Yeah, there you go.
We put the props in the chair before Halloween, and then once Thanksgiving's over, we put them in the nooses and hanging from the trees. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just,
and then we have John Proctor with the stones, more weight.
Yeah, that's fine. It's hold on. Deep fried turkey is so tasty, but such a waste of oil. That's why we have a Costco card. I feel like Costco and deep fried turkey came in at the same. You're like, how are we going to get so much oil? Have I got the membership for you people? Boom. Costco.
If the turkey is too cold, the oil will explode. Spelling of 2 there, Jim. But
if you drop a frozen turkey in there, that's a bomb.
Everyone's going to die.
You'll be like,
I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again because it's apropos. So, have you guys ever made chicken Kiev before?
No.
So it is a Eastern European dish, which, you know, much like it's a country of origin, you have to basically like
figure out how to say the word.
You season it, you roll it, you like fold it together, put it in the freezer for half an hour, because of course you do. Pull it out, do something else to it, put it back in for another 15 minutes, pull it back out, and then you put that in the oil. Now, when I was getting the oil ready to fry it because it's a fried food. I was like, how do I know it's ready? My wife goes, just do a little of water, like a little,
Yeah.
from your
Uh-oh.
fingers. And if it goes, psh, it's ready. So it wasn't bubbling. And I was like, are we sure it's ready? I give it a try. Giant gout of flame up to the ceiling. I'm like, it's ready. Thank God there's no burn mark on the ceiling or anything. But Katie was like, what was that? I'm like, nothing. It's fine.
It was chef secret. That's fine.
Yeah.
69 says hi and 6-7.
The same thing where like if you keep it in the freezer for too long and then put it back in the oil, holy shit. Like yeah.
I like you don't realize how important it is to dry out things before you drop them in hot oil.
Yes.
And people are like,
water, right?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. No,
Oh.
it won't. Your hands will never recover. Just possibly your eyebrows. Just throwing it out there. That's just everything gets crazy. Mr. Exo says liver and onions. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Jesus.
It's like
you can only make that in Ukraine.
in a manner of speaking, sure. It's the dish of my ancestors.
Kielbasa and eggs, man. That's a Ukrainian dish I love.
I love eggs.
Kielbasa and eggs. Jesus. That your farts are gonna be horrendous after that. That's
when you fart out in the snow, it kind of doesn't matter.
Northern Alberta that had it was all Ukrainian settlers, and the food they had there was amazing, man. The pierogies, everything was all handmade. So I was spoiled rotten, and then I moved back here, and you only get store bought crap, and it's just not the same.
Oh, I have a place for you. It's on the West End. So it's called the Albatross, and it will blow your mind because it's just grandmothers in the back cooking, and you get your food when you get your food, and also at the same time you'll eat it, even to the point where I even once ordered chicken wings just as an experiment, and they were better than I've had them anywhere else. And I'm like, what kind of witchcraft are you guys doing back there? Because I like it. And he's just like, Polish. I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so the Thanksgiving season doesn't really interfere with the Halloween season for you guys. It just
seamless. It's seamless.
Yeah.
We're here in the States, Christmas has Thanksgiving doesn't really have a season anymore. It's just Christmas eats it up to Halloween. Halloween is the only thing keeping Christmas from going up to back to school season, which sucks.
Halloween is because remember, Halloween is criticized by the religious folk too. They're like, it's a celebration of the devil, and you're like, yeah, that's what makes it fun.
Pagan ritual is what I think it is.
They were here before you. So
the only thing that we kind of get kind of hot and bothered about stuff that kind of gets us is how fast they put up Christmas decorations after November, because we celebrate Remembrance Day on November 11th. I don't know if
right for World War One, right?
That's
World
a
War
big deal.
1 and 2, in Korea.
Oh, it's both of them. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much Remembrance Day for anybody in the Commonwealth who passed away or is serving.
Yeah,
gotcha.
It's very much like people are like, Merry Christmas. You're like, it's not November 11th. You can't say that.
Don't even put the stuff up. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, gotcha. No, it's to the point where I remember I would drive through Starbucks and someone was like, oh, Merry Christmas, and I was like, hey, it's not even past November 11th. Don't do that. Somebody's gonna get mad. Just be careful, because people will old person rage at that shit. And they just be like, I didn't die in the war. You're like, you're not dead. They're like, someone died and you should respect you. They just freak out. And you're like, that's
so Remembrance Day is enough of a solemn holiday.
Yeah, we were
to kind of keep Christmas from eating the rest of the year, right?
You got to remember, half of the Geneva Conventions are because of what Canadians did. However, we're remembered as the nicest people in the world. So if you got war with us, you were the bad guy. It's that simple. It's very clear. So for us, all of our fallen soldiers are remembered as heroes, period. It's not the world over. That is just scientifically factual.
We have Christmas crap up already. Are you serious, Jim? Halloween hasn't even happened yet.
Okay, but Jim, you live in an old age home. Is it because everyone takes longer to do shit? Is it some of it left over from last year where you just haven't got around to take it down, right?
I don't know.
My tree was up till April this year because we have a fake tree. So like, I was just that lazy. Well, because I was about to take it down when the fires happened here in LA, and I was like, I kind of need this. Like I was freaking out. I was like, I kind of need this here as like a sign of comfort that it's the holidays. And then I just never did anything until April. So that's my bad. It's leftover from 2011. There you go. All right.
If it's up past like the first week of January, I'm like, get this shit out of here.
Hey, New Year's Day, you have off to take down all your Christmas stuff.
Period. Yeah, I feel like that's the fairness, right? That's the
see,
like you can have it up till New Year's, then it's up too long, right?
So this is the thing, though, is that realistically, especially now as times are changing and winter is getting a little bit longer, like it used to be, there's like having lights on your house and stuff during the wintertime is a good thing. Like it's especially like if you live in the country and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm not against having I'm more so against having Christmas colors in your lights all year round, as opposed to like, listen, it's 2025. We should be able to decide what light color is coming out of those lights.
I feel like a lot of the lights they're selling now are like you can just press a button and it goes from orange to red and green to white. Like,
sure,
for the non-holiday times of the year when it's still snowy, keep up the white lights. It's nice for just.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, a Christmas tree on the inside is a little ridiculous, but that's fair.
My menorah sits in my office. Actually, it's just off screen here.
Keep my menorah
since I was a kid.
Ridiculous.
Always keep it in my office. Well, it looks nice. I like the way it looks.
It's not a decoration.
I don't know. It reminds me of like when my family didn't suck. Okay, well they all always sucked, but like when we were together and sucking,
was it like before COVID or was
no,
it's like 30 years ago.
No, before my parents divorced, because like after they divorced, my dad didn't really do the Hanukkah thing very much.
Yeah,
so it kind of just sort of sat dormant in my system until like
until your Jewishness returned.
Yeah, like a werewolf. Like, or the fucking chest burster from Alien. Yeah. No, just because I lived with Jewish guys in college, so it sort of popped back up.
So they forced it on you. I get it.
They didn't force it on me. They were like, "We're doing it. We're doing the Hanukkah. You want to join?" I'm like, "Yeah."
And if you don't, did you come there with like did you antagonize them or anything, or
no? Why would I?
Because it's fun.
I was so worried when I was asking my in-laws permission for Katie to marry me because like they're Catholic. That's horrible. I assumed they were going to be like, ew, no, because I'm a little secular Jewish boy. So
correct.
No, it's fine. Like everything's cool.
That's fine.
So I find that taboo, that like religious taboo, is kind of going out the window the more, like you said, the more secular we've become, kind of thing.
Well, it's also too where people are religious for the fun stuff of religion as opposed to the strict stuff, right? Like, I'll be honest. So there was like an experience I had where a friend of mine, we all went out as a group, and he made arrangements to try a new steak joint, and the steak joint was halal, and I was like, all right, whatever. So we get there and we sit down, and they were like, oh, what would you like to drink? And I'm like, oh, what do you guys have on tap? And they were like, oh, no, we're halal. I'm like, so shots? Like, what? and they were like, no, we don't have any booze. And I'm like, none of it? I'm like, I've hung out with guys who are Muslim. They do drink. So I don't know what you guys are trying to pull here. They're like, no, we're halal. And I'm like,
yeah.
You have beef bacon, don't you? He's like, we do have beef bacon. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, all right, can I have a flask? They're like, no, you're not allowed to have a flask in here. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, just a Diet Coke, please. That'll be great.
There was,
but like, that's the fun part. It's maybe I'm a piece of shit. I don't care. I thought it was hilarious. Everyone at the table laughed, and even the waiter was like, no shots. And I was like, all right, cool. It's not even wine. I know it's criminal. Come on,
not even wine. Like, what's it called? Well, hi, pumpkin. Hi, sweetie. Come here.
I kind of at times like Atlas got a new dog, Reagan. And
This is Pumpkin.
yeah, at the same time, like I kind of am expecting to slowly get more and more pictures of that dog in different outfits for Halloween.
We haven't gotten a costume for her, but we were walking her today, and she was cold for the first time. I'm like, all right, maybe we should get like a
in California. Hey, your dog is cold in California. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sandwich with feet. That's not an animal. He should be fine. Okay,
it's funny. We were gonna dress her up as a sandwich for Halloween.
I mean, a hot dog. Like it's.
Well, yeah, she's a Chewini, so
yeah.
I think I saw a taco costume. That taco costume probably.
Taco costume works. Yeah. I feel like you have to. Yeah, there are certain outfits. Have you guys seen the dog that dressed up as a spider? So it just had all the legs. So as it's walking, like the legs kind of move just because it jiggles.
That's so cool.
And so like a dog comes around the corner and a lady loses her mind. And I'm like, that's the greatest outfit because it was like a super friendly dog. So he's like, I want to be friends. And she's like, fuck you, spider dog. And like it was a top tier business.
Spider dog.
Yeah. I believe she screamed spider dog at it. It was pretty funny. But like that's a lot of people have been there was a new thing. I'm not sure if I sent it to you, Atlas, but I sent it to another buddy of mine, which was people have been creating little outfits like very samurai-ish outfits for birds. So it'll have like one hand sticking out with a sword, and the way a bird walks, it looks like a samurai running from like an anime. And I'm like, it is the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life because it's just there's like, or dogs with like a stuffed arm with a knife. So it's like the front looks like Chucky and it's holding a knife. So it walks, it kind of does this, but then that's right. I mean, there's a lot of options.
I noticed that like we never in the US, we don't really have a lot of like Thanksgiving specials. You have Halloween specials, you have Christmas specials. I always just watch the like Peanuts Thanksgiving special, which came out later. Like the Great Pumpkin and Charlie Brown Christmas came out in the 60s, and Thanksgiving was like late 70s.
I'm surprised that we don't have a Great Pumpkin religion, though. Let's be honest.
You would think, right?
Yeah, I would think. So.
I'm trying to think in Canada what we have like for Thanksgiving, like a show or anything, but there's nothing really. I don't.
To be honest with you, I kind of thought the Peanuts were Canadian. Thing. I thought Charlie Brown
they are Midwestern.
Which is basically Canadian. They're nice, they're polite, and there's an abusive woman. That seems accurate. It's a Midwestern thing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, at least one of them. It's fine.
Are you over it? I can't tell if she's over it or not.
But I don't
really do. I don't. I just don't think it makes for a very good, like, actually, you know what? You know what makes really good Thanksgiving specials? Bob's Burgers.
Oh, Bob's Burgers.
Fantastic Thanksgiving specials. No hockey fights.
Bob's Burgers.
Question. I forgot.
Like just on the street? Sure. It's just Canada. That's not. You're gonna fight. You got to get head protection and stuff like that. That's why we have healthcare, to protect people.
That's like that was an old locker room tradition. Helmets and gloves.
Oh.
You would put on your helmet, put on your gloves, and just go to town until dropped. That's Concussion City, baby.
Not naked. Jesus Christ, Atlas.
Put on your helmet, put on your gloves. He did not mention pants in any of that.
Jeez.
Listen.
The
not pants.
Was there was clothes always on.
Yeah. No one's walking around naked. Listen, that's the reason I don't have a gym membership is specifically because people are too comfortable walking around with their junk out. And you're like, that's not okay.
I basically just looked at it like a deal. Like put on your helmet and your gloves and nothing else.
Yeah, no, it's the idea that men will put one leg up on a bench and just be like, so, and you're like, hey man, put some fucking pants on. They're like, oh, we're all guys here. You're like, no, we're guys. You're a pervert. Okay, put your dick away. I don't want to see that shit. It's
put it away.
I grew up, growing up Catholic. Hide your shame. Like put your shame away. Hide that shit.
Are you guys like a never nude or something or?
Well, I don't want to be nude. I just don't want to be nude around you.
Yeah. I want to be nude in the comfort of my own home without anybody looking at my wiener. I feel like that's comfortable, you know.
I'm a grower, not a shower, man. So
And it's Canada. It's cold here. It's not doing me any favors.
Yeah.
I was in the pool. It's not.
Who's outside naked?
Yeah. Come on. It's
what, like laundry? Yeah.
Like laundry. Yeah, exactly. There's shrinkage.
Do women know about shrinkage? Yeah.
Canadians always keep their pants on. That's in our plan for the invasion. I mean, listen.
Seems like
we know how to work. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have those little button flaps on our back, just to make sure you can still fight. Yeah. Like, I may have to poop, but I can still fight. Yeah. You know.
Listen. We fight about this every year on Generation Day. You know, Thanksgiving in October versus November.
Yeah.
Last year, I was very tooth and nail about it because I was like, then what do you do in November? But it's like, who cares?
We have Remembrance Day.
Yeah, we have Remembrance Day.
Which is kind of like that. I think that's why it's so, for us, it's not like a big thing where like you guys don't have, you guys do your VA Day, and I think in June, right?
Yeah, so we have Veterans Day and we have a Memorial Day. So Memorial Day is like later in the spring.
Okay.
And Veterans Day is earlier. It's like this time of year, like November.
Is that when you light veterans on fire, or
no? So Veterans is like, thank you everybody living for your service. Memorial is, you know, to those who have fallen, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same thing with like fucking Labor Day, where like you guys have Labor Day in May, as you should, because May Day was the like union holiday.
No,
no, we have Labor Day in September.
We have Labor Day in September.
Okay.
Veterans Day is November 11th. Yeah. So our Memorial Day
in May we celebrate a queen.
So what is it then? What's May Day then for you guys?
May is it's called May 2-4. It's Queen Victoria's
birthday.
Okay, no, there was like it used to be because here's the thing. Back in May when my mom was going through something and we had this weird argument where she asked Siri, when is like Labor Day or whatever it was, and it said it's in May because that's what it is for most of the world, the like union holiday, except in North America for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, because we hate unions and we want to crush the worker spirit with everything we possibly can. That's fair. Yeah, so International Workers Day is May 1st.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking. So
the beatings will stop once morale improves.
Because her phone kept saying it's May 1st. She's like, there's something wrong with my phone. I'm like, it's not. It's just what it is here in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also too, so instead what we do is we use the Queen's birthday as an excuse. And because it's actually also like for Greeks is Victoria Day is also, hold on.
Now, do you do something for your Victoria on that day? Do you know?
No, her ego's big enough. We're good.
When's her birthday?
April 1st.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is, hey, she told me that and I was like, I need to see your ID. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
It's like, I've never met anyone with a birthday on April 1st, and she gave me her ID. It was our first date. I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe your birthday's that. I need to see your ID because otherwise
you're
lying.
Your birthday now that you're not.
Not really. Like,
not really.
So this is the thing: is that birthdays are
less fun.
Don't make any sense to me. Well, it's also true. You're like, why am I celebrating the day all my problems started? That sounds horrible.
I don't know. I think it's just because it's like the only day where it's just about you and not about a thing that you're just taking part in.
So it's this weird thing. So interestingly enough, so Victoria Day long weekend, which we have in May, which is, as Reagan said, is called May 2-4, is also coincides with the name day for Victoria. And then shortly after that is the name day for me as well, so in Greek culture, name days are more important than your birthday. Your name day is what it's the day you get your name. And it's like there's name days for everybody.
Is it the like, oh, my baby survived past a certain point, so we're going to give them a name? That kind of thing? No.
Nobody cares about that kind of shit. That's why they just have 19 children. They're like, if they don't survive, I make another. No, it's no problem.
There's like it was really interesting because when I was teaching at my old school, which is 99% Latino, a lot of kids had their quinceañera or had
Yeah.
been to a quinceañera,
Mhm.
and it's for young girls when they reach the age of 15, and it's supposed to be like this is my becoming a woman ceremony, and then
Which
I was
is
telling
weird as shit. Let's be
it
honest.
is weird as
Okay?
shit. But then I was telling them about bar and bat mitzvahs, and they're like, they have that in other cultures. I'm like, yeah. What it probably was, hey, you didn't get cholera at the age of 7. Congratulations, you're a man or a
Well, that
woman. Yay! Like that's the idea. I
what
think.
people don't understand is if you lasted to the age of like 5 or 6, everyone was like,
You were
"Oh, okay,
okay.
we're okay with you now. You're gonna live.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're strong
You get
enough."
hemophilia, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can
Yeah.
understand why that's a thing, right? For a group of people in diaspora, in the case of the Jews, or for
Sure.
Mexicans, like under subjugation of
Sure.
a colonial power. Yeah, I can understand where that sort of ceremony comes from.
Yeah, the only problem is like the weird stuff is that when people do celebrations for you becoming like getting into puberty, like a bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, quinceañera, you're like, yeah, that's not actually a great celebration. When you kind of get into the history, you're like, great, now you can impregnate them. They're like, fuck, what the hell? Like, this is why we have laws now, people.
It's really funny in the modern day. We're celebrating them becoming a man, and then it's like, I'm 13 and like boobs and Pokemon. You're like, okay,
yeah, well,
you're a man now.
Technically, they've never changed. Like, you could just now buy booze. Or be sent to war. Yeah, so it was the day World War I ended, the 11th hour of the 11th day. So we still have like a moment of silence and stuff too. Like,
yeah, I like how they did that. It seems like they did it just to be cute, right? Where they're like, okay, we have the treaty written out, but we're not going to sign it until the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Meanwhile, people are getting like shredded on the battlefield on the Western Front.
A really cool thing, if you ever get a chance, I think it's on YouTube, but I watched it at the War Museum, and it was once the armistice was signed, and you could hear the bombing stop, and it was like all you could hear is just absolute war and chaos, and then it stops, and all you hear is the birds chirping again. It was such a like crazy.
There's a lot.
Mother Nature just goes back to Mother Nature after all that noise we've just made.
Well, I think Spanish flu was also doing its thing, so not completely over. But
blame the Spanish.
That was 1917, 1918. I think that's pretty much right when the war was over.
Spanish flu was 1918 to 1920. So in that last year of the war, the reason why it's called that was it probably started in an army camp in Kansas, but because they didn't want to stop people like putting in war bonds or whatever, they're like, we're not going to say anything about it. Spain, which was neutral at the time, or was neutral in the war, was allowed to report on it. Therefore, people thought it started in Spain, but it didn't.
I like this, what Jim says. Unless you're the guy that killed at 10:59. Let's be honest. There's guys like, hey, I heard there's going to be an Emerson's. What's going on? Poof! Like that's 100% someone's history.
I think there was this quote. It was the famous last words of this lieutenant, and he goes, "I think we're far enough away from artillery," and then got hit with an artillery.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, poor guy.
Last
casualty of World War I. Let's see. Henry Gunther was an American soldier and possibly the last soldier of any belligerents to be killed during World War I. He was killed at 10:59 a.m. There you go. About 1 minute before the armistice was to take effect. Poor guy. That
sucks, bro.
Yeah, right. Like they're gonna shoot me now. It's only 10:59. This war's over, bro. Thunk. Yeah. I'm just laughing at the irony, not at the guy.
No. It's 100% at the irony of the situation, which is like, let's be honest, like that is some Three Stooges type shit. Yeah. It's like, everybody's signed. It's good. It's 10:59. There's a minute left up.
Yeah. Am I gonna blow up? No, it'll go straight to your thighs, and then you'll blow up.
It's kind of like those kids who ride those scooters without helmets and they go like 60 miles an hour, and you're like, well, you got brain damage and you're a vegetable. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you, but like you're playing with fire, like the whole Darwin.
DD to that, I guess.
Yeah, you are now a Darwin recipient. Yeah,
I mean, like honestly, watching So the hilarious thing is, like, even
My grandfather was a medic in World War One. He told us he saw thousands of flu victims in France. Yeah, because like people are, war takes a big toll on the body.
no,
and
no,
you're not
no,
eating much. Yeah.
Jim, your history's wrong. They only suffered from cowardice in France.
Wrong war, Dino. That's World War II.
No, it's always the French, the sons of bitches.
Oh, right, because you guys are for the UK. Got it.
Yeah, they might as well just have a white flag as their national thing.
That's why you don't buy.
They
tanks
do.
in
There's
France.
just
They only
red and
come in
blue
one
on either
gear
side of it.
reverse.
What did you say?
I said that's why you don't buy tanks in France, because they only come in one gear reverse.
That's funny.
Yeah, terrible.
You guys are mean.
Accurate, historically, yellow belly eyes. That's it. I mean, listen. Everyone knows what the French did for a little bit of chocolate. Men and women, a bunch of perverts over there.
I honestly want to do my Peter. It's like bunch of perverts over there.
Yeah. That's actually, you know what? So, I've been working Halloween haunt this weekend, and last weekend I had one day. I'm doing it all month of October, and there was a couple of like bodies that are put out in areas. Like, I'm dressed like a butcher, so there are usually dead bodies around me. And one of the other actors went and grabbed one of the dead bodies, and I just walked up. I'm like, "You pervert!" There's like, "What the hell?" And I had one guy who just like started touching it. And I'm like, "Hey, stop touching the body, you pervert!" And he's just like, because I'm also dressed in like a full.
Was there a guy in a pumpkin suit with skeletons on either side of him?
No.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And the skeletons are next to him.
Yeah, no, that's that.
I watched that.
I would like.
I love it so much.
Okay, kind of back to the point where you're saying you're doing Treehouse of Horror now. My question is, have you showed your kids Ernest Scared Stupid? Now that
no, we haven't shown
Halloween classic.
Okay, do you guys know that guy was like ridiculously talented in like a million different ways? Eh?
Oh, 100%. I love him.
Like I've been watching stuff like just randomly, and I'm just like, oh, like he was like musically inclined and just fucking super talented. And you're like, he made Ernest does everything, just an insane franchise, which you're just like, man.
He and Mr. Rogers are kind of like that, where like they are deceptively talented. Where like Mr. Rogers, the intro every time was different because he had a degree in music theory. So he was like doing wacky shit, and no one said anything about it. He wasn't like, "This is the music I composed."
Without Mr. Rogers, we wouldn't have Mr. Dress Up. So God bless Mr. Rogers.
I mean, that's factual. Yeah. That is, yeah. You guys had Mr. Rogers. We had Mr. Dress Up. It's
but we also had Mr. Rogers. For the record, I watched the crap out of Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
My favorite coffee mug is my Mr. Rogers mug, where you put hot liquid in it and it puts on one of his cardigans instead of his suit.
That's awesome. That is
so like when it gets hot, it does that. Is that the
So he's in his suit normally, and then once you put hot liquid in it, it puts on a yellow cardigan. It's pretty sick.
That's
so all those was it all the cardigans were made by his mom?
I think so.
And
that was his homage to his mom. Every time he would put it on and take it off, kind of thing.
Like,
that was
she would like asked it. Once Christmas was over, she'd be like, "All right, what do you want for next year?" And then he's always like, "Give me something with a zipper." So that's why he always have zippers on him, because his mom made them all. It's so sweet. I love it,
bro. That's the weird thing is like the one like those few things like what's his name, Steve Irwin, who was the painter, what's his face, Bob Ross, Mr. Dress Up, Mr. Rogers,
Rachel,
Weird Al Yankovic. You're like, these are people who are like, oh, these are great people, and they're like, oh yeah, they did great and everything, and you're kind of going like, they should lead the country, put them in charge, because everybody else sucks ass.
Well, I have to say, Mr. Rogers would be rolling in his grave the way that PBS is being just decimated by the Trump regime. I think it's awful what they're doing with that.
Yeah, and like he argued for PBS so effectively to Congress, they were like double the funding.
Yeah,
they were in tears. They were in tears.
Yeah, If you watch, there's a video of his speech, and you're just like, holy shit. Because it was Eddie Murphy.
We should do an episode of this show about just like children's programming at some point. I feel like that
Put
would
me
be
on it.
one.
I'd be happy to. I mean, I have a 4-year-old now, so I mean,
I was gonna say you have a kid. That's
just reliving the magic.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's your? Did you guys have Sharon, Lois, and Bram down there, or did you guys subscribe to that?
No.
Today's special.
What's that?
Today's special.
Oh yeah, I know that.
That was great.
We had like, on PBS, you had things like Arthur and
Arthur's weird, bro.
Did you guys have Franklin the Turtle?
Franklin, yeah, we had Franklin, but that was you guys. You guys made that.
Franklin's Canadian. That's made here in Ontario.
Yeah,
we had it down here.
It was Caillou, that little French bastard.
So the other fancy thing, because I lived in Eastern Canada growing up, I had BBC One and BBC Two growing up. So I had all the UK like cartoons growing up. So I have a very interesting Canada, US, and the UK like for cartoons growing up.
See, this is the thing too, is like up until probably mid 90s, Canada had a significant amount of like solid British TV on our TV because there were rules where like it had to be X amount had to be Canadian programming and
Schoolhouse
UK
Rock
programming. Sorry?
Jim mentioned Schoolhouse Rock. It's another good
Schoolhouse Rock. Schoolhouse Rock, like. Also, when you find out that what's his face, Jack Black's mom was like one of the reasons why we were able to go to the moon.
Yeah.
So like she was like an expert mathematician who was doing math while having labor with him. Like it's a crazy ass fucking story.
And then he comes out and he's like, "I am Steve."
Well, then okay, but you guys,
yes.
Dude, the weekend after that movie came out, I go into fucking school. Every 5 seconds, they'll like make the flourish. This is a crafting table. I'm like, will you sit the fuck down, please? I'm done with this. Like,
says the guy who sings in his classes. Like, calm down.
What are you talking about? I'll reference it, but I'm not singing it.
No, but you actively sing on TikToks in your classroom on a daily basis. And hey, I'm saying they're awesome.
With no one there.
By myself in the privacy of
my own class.
To put on the internet so everyone can see me. You're guilty, bro. Come on.
Well, just like I'm not subjecting my students to it. That's the point.
You should. It'll build character.
Okay.
You're like, I'm in charge here. You're gonna have to listen to me sing. Ta-da! Yeah, that's fair. God. Yeah, we definitely should do a show about childhood shows. But like, so I was saying to Reagan was one of the big things that we had a lot of British stuff here. So like, there's two shows in particular. One is Are You Being Served? And the other one is Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister. Which, if you go back and watch, you're like, are not only some of the funniest shit you've ever heard, but also like, there's no way you could put that on TV ever again. Like it's fantastic.
I like how one asks a question and the other one answers it. Are you being served? Yes, Minister. I mean, like when I was a kid, we had You Can't Do That on Television, right?
Yeah.
From Nickelodeon. Stuff like that. Let's put a pin in this. I feel like this is a good future episode.
Yeah, definitely done.
I'm just glad that we were able to resolve this discussion, Atlas. And,
which is fine. You guys win for this year, but I'll be back.
I'll
be back.
Well, in about a month's time. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to come back on this here in November, and
Reagan will have ample time to prepare.
Refreshed after Remembrance Day and ready to go. I'll actually be on time this time.
We can like if the 23rd, right?
Of November?
Off mic. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that. Well, listen, Atlas tried to sabotage this by making sure that Reagan didn't get the invite until like 1 minute before. Usually Atlas will confirm with people on Saturday night. And that's when I asked him, like, hey, send me a headshot and everything like that. And that's where we'll get random things like this picture of Reagan, which is a fantastic picture.
He looks like he's like terrified, like absolute. What the fuck are all
That's
these
fair.
people are looking at me?
I think it was more or less that look was I said it and it actually hit. Oh god. One of those risque jokes, and you're like, "Ooh, is this gonna work?" And then
it hits, and you're like, "Yep, plan that whole thing, no problem."
Yeah, totally.
In November, we should get Jim in there too. In November, we will show you Canadians how Thanksgiving should be done. That means Atlas is going to be drunk. He's going to be drunk. Just like, listen.
Last year, when
not again, Dad.
Last year when we did this, it was Outer Orange was our guest, 1 month apart from each other. So I kind of like the idea of like we do one, do the other with like the same person. That's cool.
I think it's fun. I think it'll be good.
So yeah, Reagan, thanks so much for coming on Generation Dan.
I love it as always. Good to see you all again.
Where can people find and follow you and all that good stuff?
Well, you can see my name there at Big Rizzy at Big_Rizzy 77. That's my Instagram handle. I'm gonna be migrating over to a professional comedian account, but I'm lazy, so just join me there.
Yeah, I've tried to do the same thing, and I'm just like, just follow me everywhere. It's fine. It's whatever. Like, I still won't say hi to you in public. Don't worry about it.
You can follow us at Generation Dan anywhere fine social medias are found, or follow me at Atlas Novak on TikTok, on Instagram, all that stuff, except for Twitter. I nuked my Twitter account, but the rest of them are there. You can also check out my other show, Nexus at Night, which streams every Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific on YouTube. How about you, Dino?
You can follow me at Dino the Genetic Marvel everywhere. If I'm not there, I'm just lurking in the shadows. It's only a matter of time before I'll find you. But yeah, no, I've been, I had a visitor, just recently who, was in from Vancouver. So I did a whole bunch of content. We went to the Art Gallery of Ontario, which, we saw some weird shit, I'll be honest with you. So I've been posting all that kind of stuff. Also shows for me are kind of, hit and miss over the month of October, just because I'm a working man and I'm out there scaring the children. Actually, I've been scaring a lot of men. It's been very enjoyable, and there's nothing better than watching a man use a woman as a human shield, and then I still go for the guy and he screams like a woman. It is so enjoyable for me. But yeah, soon there's going to be content of my Halloween scaring online, so yeah, make sure you follow me everywhere. And yeah, it's going to be fun and exciting, and enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving when it's properly meant to be in October. Ta-da! Like the rest of the world. Bunch of weirdos. Bye, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.